When was the last time you truly looked at yourself in the mirror and asked, am I living the life I truly want? Not the life others expect of you, not the one that seems acceptable to society, but the one that genuinely resonates with who you are. One of the most influential thinkers in modern psychology left us with a powerful lesson, one that few have the courage to follow: the importance of choosing yourself. Even when the world seems to pull you in every other direction, standing firm in your own path is what leads to true fulfillment and inner peace. Take a moment to reflect on this. How often do we set aside our deepest desires for the sake of what feels practical or expected? How often do we silence our inner voice out of fear? Fear of uncertainty, fear of stepping off the well-trodden path. It's as if we've been conditioned to forget that the most important conversation we can ever have is the one we have with ourselves. And this is where ancient wisdom meets modern insight. Stoic philosophy teaches us to live in alignment with our true nature. It urges us to ask, are my actions in sync with my core values? Am I being honest with myself about what I truly want? Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus emphasize personal integrity and wisdom, much like Carl Jung's idea of individuation, the journey to becoming who we are meant to be, rather than just who the world expects us to be. This isn't just an abstract idea, it's a call to action. Every single day, we make choices that either bring us closer to our authentic selves or pull us further away. When you look in the mirror, do you see the person you truly want to be, or a reflection shaped by compromises and unfulfilled promises? Choosing yourself might mean setting boundaries, saying no when it's easier to say yes, or pursuing a passion that defies conventional success. But this isn't about selfishness. It's about self-respect. It's about valuing your life enough to live it on your own terms, making it a true expression of who you are. As we explore these ideas together, remember, understanding yourself and living in alignment with that understanding isn't an act of defiance. It's an act of liberation. It frees us from the weight of external expectations and allows us to create a life that isn't just acceptable, but deeply enriching and joyfully lived. Before we dive in, if you find value in this message, consider subscribing. It takes just a second, but helps bring these conversations to more people who need them. Life isn't just about choosing between right and wrong. It's about navigating the subtle, often unspoken expectations of the world around us, while staying true to the voice within. This internal struggle can feel like standing at a crossroads, where every path is shrouded in fog, and the only guide you have is your inner compass, your core self. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This isn't just an invitation to self-discovery. It's a challenge to confront the pressures that shape us, often pulling us away from our true essence. Jung's ideas align closely with Stoic philosophy, which teaches that it's not external events that constrain us, but our perceptions of them. It's not society's expectations that limit us, but our willingness to follow them without question, without asking if they truly align with who we are. Stoicism offers a way to navigate these pressures, not by retreating, but by engaging with the world more mindfully. Seneca, a leading Stoic thinker, put it best: if you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. The real conflict isn't between you and society. It's between you and the version of yourself that you've been persuaded to become. This ongoing inner battle requires vigilance. We must constantly ask ourselves, is the life we're living truly our own, or is it shaped by expectations that don't serve us? While we can't control the world around us, we do control our reactions, our choices, and ultimately, our destiny. And in that understanding lies profound freedom. The freedom to align with our authentic selves, even if it means standing apart from the crowd. Ignoring your inner voice comes at a cost higher than we often realize. Every time we silence it, every time we choose the easy path for the sake of approval, we give away a piece of our authenticity. It's like building a house on a weak foundation. It might stand for a while, but under pressure, it's bound to collapse. Jung captured this perfectly with his idea of the persona, the mask we wear to fit into society's expectations. He warned against identifying too closely with this mask, cautioning that when we do, we risk losing touch with our true selves. Over time, this oppression doesn't just limit us. It can lead to deep dissatisfaction and unhappiness. The challenge, then, is to break free from these constraints, not by rejecting society, but by choosing to engage with it in a way that honors who we truly are. The more we align with our inner truth, the more we reclaim our power, our purpose, and our peace. At times, life can feel unfamiliar, as if we are merely observers rather than active participants. We may struggle to connect deeply with our work, relationships, or passions. This sense of detachment can leave us questioning our place in the world and the choices we make. From a Stoic perspective, Epictetus provides wisdom that speaks to this challenge. He reminds us that our distress does not stem from external events, but from our perceptions of them. When we neglect our inner voice, we are not simply making a passive decision. We are actively shaping our understanding of ourselves and our values. Over time, these distorted perceptions can lead us to live in ways that feel unfulfilling and misaligned with our true nature. Ignoring our inner voice has consequences beyond personal dissatisfaction. It affects how we engage with the world and those around us. When we are not true to ourselves, it becomes difficult to be open, present, and authentic in our relationships. We may find ourselves conforming to expectations, donning different masks until we lose sight of who we really are. Yet, there's hope in reclaiming our voice. By choosing to listen, truly listen, to our deepest needs and truths, we open the door to a life of greater integrity and meaning. This journey is not just about personal fulfillment. It is about cultivating resilience against external pressures that once swayed us so easily. In doing so, we not only find peace within ourselves, but also inspire others to embrace authenticity in a world that often prioritizes conformity. The path to reconnecting with our inner voice is not always easy, but it is one of the most rewarding endeavors we can undertake. Tuning into our inner dialogue requires more than simply acknowledging our desires or reacting to emotions. It calls for a profound and sustained connection with our thoughts and feelings. It involves understanding the motivations behind our impulses and aligning our actions with our true values. Carl Jung explored this idea through the process of individuation, which he described as becoming fully and holistically oneself. He believed that self-realization extends beyond awareness. It is about reconciling the different aspects of our being to create a unified whole. As he famously said, "Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams? Who looks inside awakes?" Listening to ourselves requires peeling away the layers of societal conditioning, external expectations, and self-imposed narratives to uncover what truly moves us. From a Stoic viewpoint, this practice is not just about achieving inner harmony, but also about embracing reason and virtue. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more undisturbed retreat than in his own soul." This retreat is not meant for escapism, but for reflection, ensuring that we live with purpose and authenticity. By cultivating this inner awareness, we empower ourselves to live in alignment with our deepest truths. In doing so, we not only create a life of greater meaning, but also become beacons of authenticity in a world that often seeks to shape us into something we are not. The journey inward is challenging, but it is one of the most transformative paths we can walk. Living in alignment with your values means acting in accordance with your principles and the greater virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Tuning into yourself requires regularly asking tough questions. Am I on this path because I truly believe in it? Or am I driven by fear, a need for approval, or a desire to avoid discomfort? This self-inquiry is an ongoing process, a continual audit of your motivations and a refinement of your actions. It helps prevent you from operating on autopilot, instead guiding you toward a more intentional and conscious life. When you genuinely listen to yourself, your choices reflect who you truly are rather than external pressures. You become an active participant in your life, shaping your journey with purpose rather than simply reacting to circumstances. Living in alignment with yourself leads to more intentional choices, more thoughtful responses, and a life that genuinely resonates with your values. Over time, the fundamental question shifts from "what should I do?" to "what does my most authentic self choose to do?" By fostering this deep connection with yourself, you develop not just a stronger sense of identity, but also greater resilience. You become less influenced by fleeting trends and more grounded in your truth. This is the essence of Stoic life, one where Despite external chaos, you maintain inner peace and steadiness, rooted in self-awareness. Tuning into your inner self might seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't require drastic life changes. It can begin with small, consistent practices that help you deepen your self-awareness and alignment. Here are some practical steps to start. 1. Daily reflection ***. The Stoics practice reflection diligently. Marcus Aurelius frequently wrote about the importance of examining one's thoughts. He noted that the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Taking a few minutes each morning or evening to reflect, whether through journaling or simple introspection, can offer clarity on your actions and emotions. It's a way to track patterns, understand motivations, and adjust as needed. Carl Jung emphasized that looking inward is key to understanding our outward actions. He famously said, "Who looks inside awakes." This means that true awakening happens when we dare to examine our internal world. Through self-reflection, we begin to recognize what truly drives us and what may need realignment. 2. Practicing mindfulness ***. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing. This could mean truly listening in a conversation without distractions, eating a meal without scrolling through your phone, or simply pausing to breathe deeply in the middle of a busy day. By cultivating presence, you give yourself space to hear your own thoughts and emotions without the interference of external noise. 3. Engaging in honest self-inquiry ***. Ask yourself challenging questions and be open to the answers, even if they unsettle you. Stoicism encourages self-scrutiny, guiding your decisions based on reason and virtue rather than impulse or external expectations. Questions like, is this action virtuous? Or does this choice align with my core values? Help ensure that your actions reflect your true self. 4. Setting boundaries ***. Once you start understanding yourself better, you'll recognize the importance of setting and maintaining boundaries. This isn't about shutting people out. It's about honoring your needs and limits. Jung believed that respecting personal boundaries was key to psychological well-being. Knowing when to give and when to step back ensures that your energy isn't drained by obligations that don't serve you. Consistently applying these small steps builds a strong foundation of self-awareness and self-respect. Over time, decision-making becomes easier as your choices naturally align with your values. This leads to a more fulfilling and authentic life. Choosing yourself might seem simple, but it holds transformative power. It's a declaration of what you value and an act of shaping your future. Jung described individuation as the process of becoming fully aware of oneself, recognizing one's psychological tendencies, and striving for balance. Choosing yourself is at the heart of this journey. He once said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." True self-acceptance requires honesty and courage, embracing both strengths and vulnerabilities. From a Stoic perspective, choosing yourself isn't about ego or indulgence. It's about self-mastery. The Stoics believe that true power comes not from controlling the world, but from mastering our responses to it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you'll find strength. When you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being, it's not selfish, it's necessary. Granting yourself permission to say no, take breaks, and prioritize your own needs isn't a luxury. It's a fundamental part of cultivating resilience. The impact of choosing yourself extends beyond personal growth. When you build a life that genuinely reflects your values, you naturally attract relationships and opportunities that resonate with your true self. People are drawn to authenticity, and when they see someone living in alignment with their core values, it often inspires them to do the same. This isn't just a personal victory. It's a ripple effect that enhances not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Embracing your true self can be incredibly freeing. It helps dissolve fears and insecurities that often stem from societal pressures. Carl Jung understood that much of our unhappiness comes from the gap between who we truly are and the roles we play to fit in. When you choose authenticity, you close that gap, reducing stress and internal conflict that arise from living a life that isn't genuinely yours. Imagine standing at the edge of a dense forest. The air is calm, and before you lies a path, less traveled, overgrown with branches and leaves. Unlike the well-paved road many take, This one feels different. It's quieter, mysterious, almost as if it was meant just for you. This path is a powerful metaphor for life's choices, following your inner voice instead of conforming to the crowd. Jung, deeply exploring the unconscious, urged us to confront our personal journey, stating, "The path less traveled is, in reality, the myth of one's own self." While this journey may be challenging and uncertain, it is essential for growth and self-discovery. It's about embracing your own unique experiences rather than following a predetermined script. Stoicism, with its emphasis on personal virtue and integrity, aligns with this perspective. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from within, through self-governance rather than being swayed by external events. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Choosing your own path isn't about defying expectations for rebellion's sake. It's about finding alignment with your values. Walking your own path may feel lonely at times. Fewer people take this road, the one of honesty, vulnerability, and authentic self-expression. But along the way, you'll find moments of profound clarity, deep peace, and the confidence that comes from living in alignment with your true nature. Some may misunderstand or label it as selfish, but prioritizing your growth isn't just for your benefit. It positions you to contribute more meaningfully to the world. As Jung put it, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Embracing this reality challenges us to integrate our shadows and live in harmony with our inner truths. From a Stoic perspective, choosing yourself reflects self-discipline and personal integrity. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." When you focus on self-improvement, not out of ego, but out of commitment to excellence, you become a stronger, more capable person who can uplift others. True empowerment comes when you no longer seek external validation. This mindset allows you to make choices that align with your core values, rather than out of fear or neediness. This isn't selfish. It's wise. When you operate from a place of fulfillment rather than lack, you can give more generously to others. Moreover, choosing yourself fosters an inner peace that influences those around you. Jung once noted, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." By awakening to your true self, you inspire others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery. Choosing yourself is a radical act of self-respect. It teaches that true self-care isn't about isolation, but about creating a solid foundation upon which you can build a meaningful life. When your own cup is full, you naturally have more to offer others, without depleting yourself in the process. Remember, embracing your true self isn't just a journey. It's a transformation that radiates into every aspect of your life. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic wisdom and self-mastery. If you're eager to dive deeper, check out one of the suggested videos on the screen. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep living philosophy, not just studying it.